game Zerg is all about. If you want to attack, you really want to be careful about getting plague, because the tables can turn around so quickly. A plague on your air units could just mean certain death for all of them, even if you have an advantage beforehand. And looks like yeah, now the force coming in here. This Defiler is coming up for a plague though, guys. This plague goes off on all the Mulisks here. Every Mulisk and all the Defilers are being plagued by this Heaven Plague by Satanik's by Satanik's Defiler. Great play here. Looks like something like 24 or 30 Mulisks have been plagued. And looks like the Mulisks from Satanik are going to clean up this the remaining Devourers over there, and the remaining Guardians rather over there. These should really chase down these Mulisks. Look at all these plagued Mulisks. They all have 2 HP, 3 HP each. And really, Satanik should pursue with his Mulisk and pick them up. It looks like actually he's content to just have plagued them. They are going to be at very low HP for a long time. And Xiaozi's now the one in trouble. He's lost all of his Guardians, which were his main anti-ground force. And now with the Hydralisk force, that he should be remaking, or he has, Satanik can start ripping through the few bases that Xiaozi has. And Xiaozi, wow, I really feel that Satanik really should pursue him and not let him get away though with these Mulisks. I feel like he's once again not being as aggressive enough. Just like after he dropped Satanik's main base and killed off all the units about 20 minutes ago, he should have finished Xiaozi off at this point, and he really should be pursuing these Mulisks actively. It looks like Xiaozi, actually no, it looks like Satanik trying to set up an expansion now at the 7 o'clock position, at the 5 o'clock position, but of course Xiaozi has spotted that with his overlords, and he probably is going to pick it off. The good thing is this map is still a little bit far away from getting mined out. It's actually still quite far away from being exhausted in terms of minerals. Looks like a little bit of an attack coming in from a good attack here coming from Satanik onto Xiaozi's expansion at the 9 o'clock, just trying to starve Xiaozi out, and Xiaozi really just has one base that's running if this base goes down. There are still more places to expand to, but really Xiaozi's in huge trouble here. The only thing he has going from this large Mulisk force that Satanik hasn't managed to pick off yet. It looks like he's actually having a definite macro problem. He still has a huge amount of gas, huge amount of minerals he's not using. He really should be using them. Meanwhile, Satanik's a lot better at keeping his resource total down, not keeping too much in the bank. Excuse me. And a queen now for Satanik. Queen for Satanik. Really interesting. I think every single Zerg unit has been produced here. Every single Zerg unit that's possible to be produced has been produced in this matchup. That's right. Ultralisks, Lurkers, Hydralisks, of course. We've seen Guardians. We've seen every single Zerg unit. Defilers. Now Queen. Just to round everything off. Amazing play here, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this set so far, this game so far. I have to say, this is here because of viewer request, and certainly the next game I'm going to do, GG Play versus Yellow, is from a direct request that was just made today, just because I'm in the mood for some Zerg versus Zerg. So please keep your requests coming. I do respond to them, and I do really appreciate all your comments. Looks like now a big attack going to come down here for Satanik. Perhaps he's thinking about pushing the final blow onto Xiaozi's troops. Although Xiaozi's Mulisk have managed to regenerate to half health now. They're not the one-hit wonders that they were a few minutes ago because what's his name? Satanik didn't pursue them as aggressively as he could have. Excuse me. New hatchery trying to be made for Xiaozi here, but this is not going to hold here, I feel, against this incoming attack. A lot of Lurkers coming in, though. They might be what saves him from the destruction here, but I don't think that's going to be enough. A couple of Overlords would just attack them and take him down. This could be the pivotal battle here. If Xiaozi loses his battle, it's going to be game for him, I think. He does have this Defiler, though, and we'll see what this Defiler manages to do. This Defiler could prove quite critical, though, if it manages a good plague off on Satanik's base, but Satanik also has a Defiler to help him. Excuse me. More green tea here. Really good stuff. Looks like the attack is about to commence here. And now the attack is commencing. Satanik is going to Xiaozi's base. Looks like he is still afraid of this Defiler here. Very smartly pulling his troops back after seeing this Defiler coming up. Of course, the Defiler only has energy enough for one plague. It needs to consume another unit to get 2 plagues off. And there's only one Defiler here. And this is what late game Zerg versus Zerg is about, is trying to get good plagues off on your enemy and then attacking them and avoiding getting plagued yourself. And meanwhile, both players just trying to set up the timing for this attack here. This is going to be pivotal. this is going to be the Waterloo for one of these two players here. And finally, the hatchery is pushed off here. Play going off on these Mulisks, though. One play going off on and another Defiler. Another huge plague. This plague was really successful from Satanic here. On Satanic's forces, rather. And Xiaozi could go on an attack here and pick off all these Mulisks and all these Devourers. They all have no hit points. And the Defiler is moving up with a Dark Storm to protect itself. Meanwhile, Mulisks are coming in here. They're killing off Hydras in one attack here. And Xiaozi has decided to pursue. We'll see what he can do here. These Mulisks are just killing off all of Xiaozi's Mulisk and Devourers. Absolutely amazing. The splash damage. I'm speechless here. That was amazing. 36 Mulisks at least, and 12 Devourers, and maybe 20 Hydras killed by just a smaller force of Mulisks. And Xiaozi did what Satanic didn't do. He actually pursued the Plague Mulisks, and this is the critical difference here. I think he has a unit advantage now. 138 for Xiaozi versus just 108 for Play.Satanic here. And Satanic actually is in a bit of research trouble here, because I didn't notice this, but he actually only has one mining base now, and he also, because he didn't save up so much in the bank, he actually can't reproduce his units, so he's actually quite vulnerable for the time being here. And he really has a much smaller Mulus force here because of that amazing battle there. I have to say that Plague Mulus combo was really powerful by Xiaozi, and Xiaozi may have swung the battle over. Surprisingly, that may have been some amazing comeback victory there. Wow, just I mean, I can think of a lot of comeback victories. I mean, that was the Battle of the Marne. That was Waterloo. Actually, no, Waterloo's a bad example. That was I don't know, Stalingrad. Yeah, Stalingrad for Xiaozi there, coming back from behind, doing an amazing defense, and then doing an amazing counterattack that really pushed the evil Satanic back. And now Satanic's in huge trouble. Really, his Achilles heel is his weaker resource line, even though he does have superior upgrades, and perhaps looks like the Queen actually getting an ensnare off, but looks like Guardians have been more for Xiaozi. The weakness, I was going to say, is that he doesn't have a lot of resources in the bank, unlike Xiaozi, who has tons of minerals remaining in this bank. And looks like Xiaozi might be able to take this game here, because he's about to kill off the last remaining lining hatchery that Satanic has, and Satanic never managed to rebuild his expansion at the 9 o'clock or at any of these inside positions. Looks like he's going to set up an expansion here at the central position, but this is going to be very vulnerable. He's moving all of his Hydras north now to deal with this incoming Guardian attack here, but it could be fatal. I don't think Xiaozi's producing, I don't see Satanic producing any minerals here. Satanic's in huge trouble. He can't build any more units, and of course he doesn't have the air units to, anti-air units to deal with all these new units. He also doesn't have any Defilers, it seems, because one or two good plagues could shift the game around once again, but perhaps all of his Defilers were killed in the last attack, and he can't replace his Defilers. I don't see a single Defiler left for Satanic, and this could be the deciding question here. The deciding issue could be the fact that he lacks those critical Defilers that could give him Dark Swarm capability. I'm sorry, give him not Dark Swarm, but rather Plague capability. And it seems that, guys, that taught Xiaozi might take this game here after what I thought was a critical blow at his main and his expansion and all of his bases at the lower right. I mean, he's really come from behind here, and Satanic just wasn't aggressive enough at 2 points in the game. I don't see Satanic coming back, though, at this point. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this commentary, by the way, before this game ends, which I do know it's going to end, unfortunately, because of the play bar. I hope you guys have enjoyed this commentary. Yeah, please check out SC2GG.com. I think it's like a new renaissance in pro gaming here because of how many new commentators there are. There are literally commentaries for every single new a new game being played in Korea right now, and looks like final attack coming in for Satanic here at the lower right. And he's bringing all of his Hydras, all his Mulists for this final attack. He's got a couple of Lurkers pounding away here, but still a lot of Defilers, and a play going off, another play going off in his Hydralisks. And once this swarm of Guardians comes back, I feel that Satanic's attack is going to fail. He might take down one hatchery at the lower right here, but that's not going to be enough, guys. Ensnare going off on some of these units from Xiaozi, but that's still not going to be enough. Ensnare, even with Ensnare, it's not going to be enough, because once these Guardians come back, really these Hydras are going to get picked off. And looks like, unfortunately, Xiaozi has figured out the secret weapon. The focal point of this battle is the 1-2 punch, guys. It is the Plague and then counterattack combination. It's to trap the enemy into going for an attack, plaguing all their units, and then counterattacking. I think Xiaozi is taking this game now. There's no way for C10 to come back. He's down to just all drones here, and this is a good game for him. Great play by Xiaozi. Hope you do check out SC2G.com because great site. We have every single new game commentated, and please check out the Violetag account. Like I said, I did do a dual commentary there, and I'll post a link when it comes up. I think it'll be posted later on today. And Satanik has GG'd, so the game is over. Xiaozi takes the game. Huge comeback. Epic Zerg versus Zerg game. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And like I say all the time, please leave comments on how I've done and suggestions on what other commentaries you'd like to see. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Looks like Xiaozi did have a little more resources in the end. This is Cholera signing off.